I think it has a negative connotation to it, but I kind of like to look at it in a positive light of wild, crazy, fun. I've thought of it, but I've also realized it happens to the best of us, and everybody's got a little bit of crazy in them. I have lots of obsessive thoughts that come to me during the day, and I get very fidgety, and it's hard for me to sit still, and so I'm constantly shaking something. I think they'd be surprised by how much anxiety I amass during the day. I think I would try and explain to them that everybody is special and everybody has different abilities and capabilities, and some people have things that they struggle with, and other people have different things that they struggle with. And some of the things I struggle with are, I get nervous throughout the day, or sometimes I have, I think about things that I don't want to think about. And I can, and it's hard for me to focus and sit still sometimes. I have a lot of unwanted thoughts that come up, and I struggle with a lot of anxiety throughout the day. Did that answer your question? It's hard for me to get to classes, to show up to class. It's hard for me to get through a day without taking a nap. It's hard for me to remember to eat because some of my medication affects me that way. Sometimes I'm scared that, sometimes I feel afraid. When I think about what if somebody were to find out just how much crazy is in her. And then I have to remind myself, because I have these repetitive, unwanted thoughts, that it's okay and it's a good thing. And everybody's got something. I love doing DIY projects, so I will go and buy furniture, paint it, sand it down, alter it. I love walking my dog and spending time with him. I enjoy cooking, and I enjoy hanging out with friends. Well, this is kind of grotesque, but one time I threw up on a date, and I always think back to that, and that kind of makes me laugh. I think sometimes I have to remind myself that I have friends and that there are people who are there for me, because sometimes life can just feel very lonely. But I've recently become friends with my classmates, and that has made a huge difference in my life, because I'm now able to be friends with the people who I'm learning with, and so we can take things outside of the classroom. So I'm enjoying that aspect of my social life now. I think I'd like to get out more, and I'm not afraid to go out, but I have a little bit of social anxiety sometimes, so it's difficult for me to pick up, to leave the house, the transitions that it takes to get up, get ready, go to the place, and then have to interact with people. And sometimes that can be a little daunting for me. I would want them to know that everybody goes through a struggle and everybody's dealing with something. And it's only best to cut people some slack, because you have no idea what it's like to be in their shoes. I have a good friend who I'm able to joke with about our sexual abuse, and if somebody else brought it up, it wouldn't be funny, but for us, it's just, we can be silly about it. I don't want to make it sound like everything is all cheery and wonderful out there, but I wish somebody had told me I wish somebody had taught me about mental health more and had explained to me what it is, just in general, and it could have prepared me for some of the things that I had to go through. If you've been sexually abused and you can, try and speak up about it. It really makes a huge difference.